Hello everyone, welcome back for another book review. So today we are talking about this one. So this is The Good Energy book by Tess Whitehurst, Creating Harmony and Balance for Yourself and Your Home. So I've had this book for a number of years. I remember I read through it at some point years ago, and honestly, I don't know that it's really my kind of styled book anymore, and I don't know that I would ever buy any more from this author. And it's not that there's anything bad with it, it's just not the path that I like. So in the witchcraft and pagan and new age communities, there tends to be trends of different beliefs and different thought processes, and some I agree with, some, some things I do, some things I don't, and some I'm just kind of like, you do you, I don't really care, but it's not for me. This book kind of falls into that category. So the premise of this book is pretty much what the title talks about, how to work about getting good energy. Mostly in your home is like the main focus. Has a little bit of different things for yourself, but really it kind of focuses on like different ways to cleanse your home and items in your home and stuff like that. So the reason I don't really love this book is because it is very much new age. Now you might be asking, what in the world is new age specifically for you in this particular moment of time? Because I feel like all of the definitions change. But basically, new age refers to this kind of, it's like a specific crowd of people. It's the love and light. They work with a lot with like archangels. A lot of times there's still some Christian elements in there. They're like minorly into magic, but it's only for the good. You can't do anything bad. There is no room for any negativity. There is no room for the bad of life to exist. And it's that attitude that I just don't really care too much to read about or study, and I just don't love that mentality. It's very much the world is divided into two, black or white, and they are all about the white, the light, the love, all of that stuff, and anything that doesn't fit into that narrative it's obviously bad and you need to cleanse it out of your life. Some of the ways that she tells you to go about getting rid of the funky, bad energy in this book, it's not great. For example, one of the things she tells you to do is if you have fear and worry, aka anxiety, just like don't. Just don't. Just choose not to, as if that's an option. So it's stuff like that that I'm just like, not my thing. Personally, I very much like to dive into the not always pleasant parts. And I like to explore the shadow self, whereas here, you don't. You just ignore that stuff, and you just focus on love. And there's also a really big emphasis on the Archangel Michael. I don't work with angel stuffs at all. She's also really big on Doreen Virtue back when she used to be New Age, and now she's definitely Christian, so that's a fun twist of the community if you didn't know. Kellyanne has a couple videos talking about it. They're fantastic. Go watch those. But yeah, Doreen Virtue was like one of her main sources of a lot of the beliefs, and it's like, oh, yeah, nope, that's not my thing. If you don't know who Doreen Virtue is, she was really big into the New Age community specifically. And then a few years ago, she decided to renounce everything. And so people had very expensive degrees through her systems and workshops. Those now meant nothing, and people use that name as like leverage in the community. And so they now meant nothing. All of her decks had her name and her books and everything, and she wanted to just take them off the market, and that's really not how that works. So because of that, it caused a big rift for a lot of people. And so that said, she constantly is referencing obviously the old Doreen Virtue life, and I don't love that. My mother-in-law was really big on Doreen Virtue. That's fine if you like it. It's just not something I care to ever really delve into much at all, because again, I'm not really big into that area of the alternative beliefs, so to speak. I don't like archangels. I don't like the Metatron thing. I don't like the love and light only. Other emotions aren't really like accepted or valid or sacred. You have to focus just on the good. I don't really love that. That said, I mean, her ideas aren't all terrible. I think I've found better books, honestly, for cleansing your home and yourself more than this. So it really wasn't anything revolutionary for me. There's not something in here that I was like, ooh, I would love to do this. So overall, it was just kind of, not really for me kind of a book. Now, if you like the New Age beliefs, you like Doreen Virtue's old school writings before she left and went back to Christianity, if you like that kind of stuff, you'll probably really enjoy this book. Hopefully this will give you some ideas, and if you are into it, I mean, her other books might be good. I don't know. I'm not going to be buying any more from her. If I have more, which I don't know if I do. I think I might have one maybe. But if I do, I'll read it. If not, I'm not going to be buying any more from her. So anyways, I will have an extended discussion for this on my Patreon, so make sure to check that out. Thank you, of course, to my patrons. I will have their names here on the screen. If you would like to support me and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Until next time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day. And until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.